Meanwhile, veteran businessman and a philanthropist, Dr. Dan Malibongwe Pasiya, is expected to be laid to rest in Mthatha in the Eastern Cape today. He died after a long illness in East London. At the East London Hospital, Dr. Pasiya played a pivotal role in the changing of the economic outlook of the province. He ran a string of businesses in and around Mthatha. Mourners will be celebrating his life more than mourning his departure. SABC News reporter Nkululeko Nyembezi is covering this funeral and joins us now live. Nkululeko, give us a sense of the mood at the occasion.
Thank you very much. Yes, of course, we are coming from Lukhasini village. That's outside Mthatha. This is where the late Daniel Pasiya has been doing his businesses. And then I understand that this village was very close to him as he was doing businesses and all sort of stuff. We remember also that he was also involved in the development of sport. I can mention the tennis development and soccer and all the stuff. But to talk more about this, because you remember that he was very passionate about business. He was a businessman, a philanthropist. But now I'm joined by the chairperson of Eastern Cape Chamber, Mr. Ntlabati, who's going to tell us more about the man who has just passed on. Sir, good morning and welcome to SABC.
Good morning. Good morning to the viewers as well. I've known Dr. Dan Pasiya for more than 3 decades very closely. Firstly, we worked very closely when we Bushbucks went into to PSL, Premier League. I was one of his directors. He was the chairperson, and we have known him as a business person. This is an example. Look here, all the general dealers, almost all of them, they have perished. Those who are still there, you'll find that only liquor is being sold. The buildings are deeply depleted. So here, the government, I think 2 years ago, the president of South Africa talked about the smart city. This is unfortunately the example of the smart city. Out of his own pocket, without the assistance of the government, this is what he has done. He has employed local people, and over and above, he has trained them, upskilled them. Obviously, he did something that we really like, that if you are a business person, you are obliged, you have a social responsibility, help those who are needy. And this is what he has done, taken kids to school, helping people who cannot, today they don't have food to put on the table. Yes, this is what he has done.
Okay, let's talk about it, because we also understand that he also built a police station just for the people of village. Can you just maybe take us through on that? Because a lot of people were wondering how come he built a police station.
In fact, because you'll recall that the crime in this area is very high. Out of his own pocket and out of his own initiative, he built this, and the government, fortunately, because the infrastructure was already there, they had to put the personnel. And now it has helped a lot of people. They don't have to travel to the neighboring towns if there's something that needs police, even other than crime. Things like affidavits, things like that needs police. Even the question of accident, because there's N2 has got lots of accidents. So people now, it's saving a lot of time and lots of strain from the people. Everything is accessible because of this giant.
He has been also described as a philanthropist. People benefited a lot from him.
No, it's as I said earlier, he has trained and empowered a lot of people. People went to him if they need something or advice or perhaps even financial assistance. And training, it's one of these key things. I believe it's his background because he's coming from the sales background. Now, he was passionate. You will see him laughing all the time doing this thing. But one thing he wanted, whatever he does or whatever he did, he wanted this thing to come to a finish. He didn't leave anything unfinished jobs. So he had a rare talent, but he was a motivator as well, advising us. Because even now, when he was already in retirement, he would phone me, I would phone him for advices. So we benefited a lot, especially myself, because I was once very close to him.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time. That was Mr. Vuyisile Nhlabati, who is the chairperson of the Eastern Cape Chamber of Business. You will also remember that the funeral has been declared as a provincial official special funeral, if I put that way, by the president. Then the premier of the Eastern Cape will be doing a eulogy later today. And then you also remember that Pasiya, he is very known among this community here, and people are flocking in. They want to witness his what you call his send-off, his special send-off. Back to studio.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nyembezi.